Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kidding podcast. I am Bobbie the Awesome, and I'm here to chat with you about all things recovery, addiction, better living, mental health, all the things. And I am on day 9 of the Dry January podcast series. And guess what? I effed it up already. It's actually January something. I'm going to confess on myself here. It's the 11th today when I'm recording this. So I'm 2 days behind. I'm 2 days behind, guys. And I owe you an apology for that because I really wanted to be here every day and have a show release every day. So thank you for your patience. They will be here. They'll be here forever. Maybe we'll call this advanced thinking for January 2026, dry January 2026. Maybe I'm just ahead 300 days with that. And it led me to be the conversation that I want to chat today. Life's messy, life's unpredictable, and sometimes we get derailed. Now, I live my life in an order of priorities. And because I have the store and people walk through the door, that's a priority for me. So if there's someone in front of my face or texting me, that's a customer. I have to take care of my in-person customers. And things like that and a new project that we're working on kind of derailed me. And I wasn't able to put out as much output as I would like. But here I am. That's the good news. And it created this topic of offering ourselves grace on the recovery journey, on actually the journey of life. And I have come to see over and over when we don't give ourselves grace and we start beating ourselves up over our actions, our choices, the past, that's when the spiral happens. That's when we need to escape from it, from those thoughts, that attitude brain that wants to keep us low. That's not our highest self. That's not the truth, even. And all the manifestation studies and spirituality journey, the themes keep coming up and manifesting, coming up that our thoughts and feelings aren't trustworthy. They're not trustworthy. I'm not saying they're not valid because maybe they're valid for you because you're experiencing them, but they're not valid in always talking the truth. It sounds counterintuitive. It's a little tricky, but our subconscious has been programmed all of our lives. And if the bulk of the information that it's been getting programmed is the negative voices, is the you're less than, you're not worth it. If it's all of that crap or other people's crap that you've heard over and over again, maybe from your parents, your teachers, whoever it is, and they kept feeding your subconscious all this noise, that's what creeps up and makes us think things that aren't accurate and creates emotions that are, again, valid for what our subconscious is telling us, but not valid as higher self truth. And it's important to combat's kind of a strong word, but to reconcile with these voices and to work on the skills to help us notice when it is truth or fiction happening in our minds. And it's a journey. So it's not an easy thing to do. You're not going to pick up this skill like read one book and your whole world's going to be changed, or meditation 5 minutes a day and in a week you're going to be cured. It's the same principle as you have to work on losing the weight or doing the thing. So what I really wanted the topic to be today was about the grace for when we don't pull it off flawlessly and perfectly. Why do we want to notice the cycle and stop the cycle so that we can work on it? But if we don't forgive ourselves, if we don't offer ourselves grace, then the cycle continues and it keeps going. And we talked about this earlier in the series, and I just can't drive this home enough. So I could have been, I'm going to use the podcast as an example. I could have said, I missed day 9 on day 9 and day 10 on day 10, and then quit because I already messed up. And that was the cycle. So this actual episode is to remind you, like, you could pick yourself back up and you could show up. Nobody's going to die because I didn't release my podcast 2 days ago. So give yourself grace. Know that as long as you're making progress. Now, I didn't make progress in the last 48 hours because my priorities shifted, but I'm making progress now. That's what matters. That's what we need to celebrate. The progress now in the moment. The past is the past. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't have to control that cycle that we end up in when we listen to those voices and those emotions and those feelings that keep us down. We don't deserve to be down. We deserve to shine our light and be the best humans that we can be. So, thank you for letting me get that point across today. I hope that you are having a fabulous day and experience. And thank you so much for being here. If you want to stay tuned to the show as it releases, give me a follow. You'll get the notifications when I'm slacking or not slacking, or when I'm giving myself grace and not giving myself grace. I love you, beautiful people.